On Tuesday, March 8, 2022, the Ghana Police Service announced that 4 police personnel were arrested in connection with an ongoing intelligence-led police investigation into some bullion van robberies at Botema near Ashaiman. The announcement has received several mixed reactions from Ghanaians criticizing the service. One of such persons is the Member of Parliament for Wa West, Peter Lanchini Tobu. He says there is a need for a drastic reformation of the Ghana Police Service. The MP, who is also a former superintendent of police, says fallen standards in the service are to blame for police personnel engaging in heinous activities. He says this situation is derailing the country of its safety and tarnishing the positive image of the service, hence the need for far-reaching reforms in the service.
You know, the Ghana Police Service in somewhere 1974 was changed from the Ghana Police Force then to the Ghana Police Service. That mere change in nomenclature didn't help matters, because transiting from a force to a service is a whole distance. And for you to be able to change somebody with a force mentality to a service mentality, you need to have some new curriculum. So I'm looking at reforms that will enhance police accountability, reforms that will enhance police transparency, and also reforms that will demilitarize policing. So basically, that is what I was saying. If we are able to do that, I think that we'll have a very professional police organization that is responsive to the needs of the Ghanaian people. There's a fact that in every institution we have bad nuts. And the fact that you find bad nuts in the police service doesn't mean that the service is bad. What it means is that the service is challenged to pick those bad nuts and kick them out, so that we can have a refined police organization. With time, I think that professionalism in the police service has become a challenge, because the kind of recruitment that we are seeing in recent times or in the past few years is not the best, and we need to say it.
On the other hand, a security analyst, Emmanuel Coutin, also called on politicians to desist from interfering into the recruitment process in the service. He says politicizing the service retards its professionalism.
If the foundations of the very institutions that are supposed to protect me and you are eroded, you know that we don't have any future. That's why I'm calling on the political parties to, as a matter of agency, look at the recruitment regime and the influences they play in the selection. You see, when you do protocol recruitment, you agree with me that most of the bottlenecks you would have gone through are removed. That's why it's protocol. Some people don't even go for the screening. They don't go for the medicals. And because it's coming from a big man, because it's coming from a chief, it's assumed that the person is of good moral character. And that's why more often than not we have these challenges we have. Like in the case we just discussed, I understand one of the suspects was an ex-convict. So how can an ex-convict get into a very sensitive security institution like the police service?
Franklin Kujo, the president of Imani Ghana, called on the leadership of the police service to bring finality to the matter, since there might be an insider perpetrating such acts.
Without any reservations or without any, what's the word I want to use, prejudice, I am beginning to think that this whole thing has an insider push, and I think the police hierarchy must get to the bottom of it. I mean, things involving money and drugs and all of that, the history is replete with our police service as to the kinds of organized, if you like, gangs that exist within the service, and it's not just with Ghana. I mean, these things are all over the place. This is the reason why I brought up this movie, just to make the point that we should look closer at this incident and investigate it to the latter. It is plausible that these guys were obviously gunned down because they probably knew too much and they were going to implicate a few other police officers. It may be a wild goose chase, but I think we should look into that direction.